4, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Vegan Steven podcast. Vegan Steven podcast is the parody of a podcast. Vegan Steven is a fictional character. All characters and events in this show, even those based on real people, are entirely fictional. All celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. The following program contains coarse language, and due to its content, it should not be viewed by anyone. Hello and welcome to Vegan Steven Podcast, #1 podcast. You can get us today on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Now, as everybody knows, Vegan Steven is the king of consistency, and JoeRogan got a nice lucrative deal there for himself. He, in case no one knows, he's a inspirational figure in men's health as a podcast and all that. Anyway, his whole name, kind of. But anyway, Spotify have decided that they want him and all the rest of it, so they're taking a load of money and fucking they're giving it to this lad Joe, and it's big in the news right now. If anyone knows about influencers and how to do tribes and stuff, how it works is they're like, right, Spotify, they're starting up as a video platform, doing the whole YouTube thing. So the JoeRogan lad's deleting all his videos and putting them all up on one place only, Spotify. Now, lads tried this before with things like I think Jay-Z and Kanye West tried having their own streaming service, and it kind of fell on its face. Kanye had an album made specifically only to be released on the platform, and it didn't go down well, and the whole thing was a bit of a shit show. But they tried it and all the rest of it. So they're doing the same thing on a bigger budget. They're getting a big kind of star or whatever. There's no one like him. Big influencer, leader of the pack and all that stuff, just because loads of people try and copy what he does. So yeah, Spotify, it's a weirdo. Vegan Steven, of course, is available on Spotify since day one. Vegan Steven ahead of the game. But now you can get JoeRogan there as well. So, got the two big boys in podcasting in one place. Yeah. So this is similar to influential marketing and so on. So, there's rumours that Spotify are starting up their own like music record label, you know, like signing artists and all this shit. Development programs, like artists that are only available on Spotify. You can't listen to their music anywhere else. Like I said, Kanye tried to do this, didn't work. But it was a different time. People use Spotify to sell phones, and in turn they use artists and so on to create a song to sell a phone ad, and you can be like, oh, it's prostitution and all that stuff, but everything's fucking prostitution, isn't it? Even prostitution. At least in prostitution you only have to have sex, and you get to leave after you get paid. That's very grim, sorry. So the JoeRogan man, yeah. He's I can't remember I'm gonna look up the exact volume. I think it was either like, it couldn't be 1 billion. It might have been like 100 million or something to move Spotify. I'll get the exact figure. But the actual share price of Spotify has gone up 5 times that since the amount. Sorry. So, for example, it was 5 million. It's gone up. They paid them 1 million. The stock price has gone up to 5 million or whatever. I'm sure you would like details on this, but I don't know. JoeRogan's. Yeah. He started his life off on Fear Factor, presenting. Sorry, he started his life off doing some TV shows and stuff, and then he got into Fear Factor presenting it. I sound like on the first season of Fear Factor was the wildest thing on earth. What Fear Factor is one of those things where you fucking you have to eat loads of mad shit and do loads of the stuff that just isn't nice, like eating the insects and stuff. So yeah, I guess we'll look up the old Joe Rogan money. Okay, so a little bit of numbers here, just for Joseph James, American comedian, podcast host, mixed martial arts commentator, worked as television host, actor, Joe Rogan, commonly Boston area. Grand. Alright. Where's the article? Let's try the BBC. Yeah, once they get one big lad, then everyone, it's kind of a shot caller or whatever, a tastemaker. So once you get one of these lads in, everyone will follow. But like I said, it didn't work for Kanye, but maybe it'll work for Spotify. There's a good bit more money behind them. They got all the tech money, whereas I think, like often when music people make big deals and stuff, it's to do with like beats. Have you looked at beats? And a lot of the music videos always fucking beats. Like the music video is like an ad for a beat. It's not so much a music video. It's there's like car ads and stuff in it. Mixed promotion. So yeah. So let's see if we can find any. Okay, here we go. Multi-year deal is believed to be worth 100 million. That's dollars now. 82 pounds sterling to you and me, according to Wall Street Journal. Okay, great. So this is BBC, alright? So the old podcast, which is most popular in the world, will arrive streaming giant on number one. Okay, so he's the most... yeah, great. It will be housed there exclusively by the end of the year and removed from all other platforms. It will remain free and it will be the exact same show, said Joe Rogan. It's just a licensing deal, so Spotify won't have any creative control over the show. That's good. Anyway, let's see what else we got. They want me to just continue doing it the way I'm doing it right now. I'm excited to have the support of the largest audio platform in the world. I hope you folks out there can make the switch. Are there when we make the switch. Jesus. Damn. So yeah, Spotify's the new man. For a little while anyway. Alright, the tech world's very fast moving. If you're at the top, generally in tech and stuff, it only lasts 3 years. And then, anyway, we'll see what happens. He invites the world range of guests, including loads of lads. So he's 8.42 million subscribers on YouTube channel, which has up until now shown interviews and videos. Right, lovely. So yeah, like YouTube's brilliant and all, but they don't pay you for anything. It's just a free hosting service. The whole thing about making money off YouTube ads and stuff is a myth, as far as I can make out. As regards long-term living and stuff, like you might get lucky, like get like one hit-ish video and it blows up for a little while, but generally you won't make any money on YouTube as far as I'm aware of. Right, let's turn down these fucking highlights. Okay, Just gotta check my f-stop here. Bring it up to f4. I think my highlights are starting to get blown. Yeah. It's mad. Josh, do you guys remember the first time someone played a podcast for you? A cousin, well, alright, someone who shan't be named was like, there's this thing called podcasts. I think you like it. And I was like, what? Podcast? What is it? And it's just a lot of people talking and you just listen to it. I was like, what? That sounds ridiculous. And he said, no, you don't like really listen to it. You just put it on in the house and just kind of leave it there and you walk in and out, like, do whatever you're doing. Just have it on the background or whatever. And I was like, oh, so it's just radio. And he was like, yeah, it's like radio but good. And I was like, radio but good. Okay. Alright, grand. I'll give it a go. Radio but good sounds good. So, yeah, it's good. I haven't really been a fan of podcasts myself now, just because they're there. They're there if you want them. And like I said, the stock price, they're paying him 100 million or whatever the fuck it is, but the stock price has gone up by 500 million on Spotify. So it can seem like, oh wow, like, yeah, but Joe's leaving YouTube. How podcast went from unlistenable to unmissable. Jeez, says fucking. There you are. So, we're going to have a little look at more of the news. So, yeah, a lot of people are like, who the fuck's Joe Rogan? Fucking did the acting, did Fear Factor, became a commentary fighter, he commentates on this thing called boxing, it's called UFC or something, and they do a load of messing, they do a lot of pushing around each other in the ring and all this stuff, people bet on it, and he just talks funny shit over it and says, oh yeah, fucking, he just talks about it, alright, commentator, brilliant, and he has a podcast where he talks about loads of philosophers and stuff. He also does stand-up comedy shows. A lot of people like him. A lot of people see him as like a level-headed lad, a figure for like masculinity. Like he works out and stuff. I guess he's lost his hair and also kind of shows, I don't know, life goes on after you lose your hair or whatever, just man issues, and I don't know, a bit of family life or whatever, just people are unsure to be a man, I guess, and he, sometimes he can be a role model. Leaving cert plan hits union snag as rescheduled Olympics. Oh shit, I better not touch me, lad. Alright, the camera can go down a little bit lower than normal, so I better not be fixing my junk. Extremely worrying. ASTI discussed legal protection over leaving cert grading with government. Oh my words. And there's in Ireland there's a big yellow warning called debugged. No, the survival rate of COVID-19 is not above 99%. So more things there. This is how the end of Hong Kong, China proposes controversial security laws. There's a little bit of news for you there. And also, investigation after door falls from air coupe helicopter and lands on Dublin school grounds. That's pretty good. So, man, part of a helicopter just fucking fell out of the sky onto a school. Oh man. It's just got to show like you can die any minute, isn't it? It's mad. Any good comments there? We'll have a little look. Teachers Union urges members not to engage with leaving cert grading. Teachers Union urges members not to engage with... Right. Jedwards are quarantining in LA with American Pie actress Tara Reid. Alright. Jeez, Jedwards are still alive. That's mental. Fair play to them. Oh, the tax to try prevent property owners from hoarding land, with only 18/1 in councils last year. So yeah, it's mad. They have stuff to stop like local landlords buying up too many houses and stuff close together. But then you get what these called vulture funds, which is like outside corporations pull together money to invest in other countries. And anyway, vulture funds a controversial topic, isn't it? It's what happened during the boom times. After the boom times, it's not so much any one person doing any of this stuff. It's like a collective investment. But it has to do with land in Ireland being owned by outside investment and property. Why property prices still continue to rise even though no one's buying a fucking house, kind of thing. And right. I think this statement was a bit more relevant about 6 months ago, so it's a bit out of date. So we'll move forward, I think. Vulture funds are so 6 months ago. Emma Dizona drops legal challenge after challenge to immigration laws. Alright. Well done to whoever that is. When you guys read the news, do you spend your whole time just being like, I don't know any of these people? Lads. Unemployment in the US hits 38.6 million, says Daniel Radcliffe's free money warning today on COVID-19. Boris Johnson should have disclosed close association with Jennifer Acuti, but faces no police probe. There you are. And there's more stuff saying there's a storm coming. The storm is coming. Divisive. To prevent Debenhams worker protests by Regina Doherty. Disservice. To prevent Debenhams workers protests from happening. So that's liquidation. Debenhams is being liquidated. A lot of businesses are being liquidated. And the old workers are not too happy about it because a lot of them worked there for a very, 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 very long time. Here's what some of the comments say. I don't know who Regia is, but let's find out. Wasn't Regia fired by electorate over 3 months ago? She and all the others are costing us a lot of unnecessary expense as I walk around the room and I'm far away. Regina lost her seat, but many believe she is playing a blinder during the crisis. She is to the public service. Hope she reigns her next seat. Well, is she going in an armchair? Or No, you were not right for the first time. Regina acting like she's in opposition when she's part of the government takeout. It's all BS on this. She just trying to win back voters, says Charlotte. Paul Cuban, easy target for guards. Peaceful protesters getting harassed. Sad reflection on state and agencies. Just another attack on a worker. Yeah. And there's nothing like guards to scare the shit out of you when you're protesting. Anyway, fair play to them or something. What do they expect to achieve from the protest? And sadly, it's not only passes them for a few hours. Protest is futile. Debenhams is gone. Lock, stock and barrel. Shit. Can't believe I'm in agreement with Regina. Jared Cassie says, what are the workers protesting about? And then someone replies, poor redundancy terms and shite communication. Unfortunately, they are not going to be the only casualties. Across the board. Unfortunately, like as humans and all, the business tells us, like we care about you and stuff, and we're there for you, and we're gonna do this, and you're safe, getting mortgage and all this stuff, and which, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's a business and all that, so they don't actually give a fuck about you. It's just better for business, and it'll make you work better, because happy workers are better workers and so on. But yeah, that's why people get so up and down, because they're like, man, put my heart and soul into this fucking job. But the only thing you get is what you're paid for that hour. You don't get anything else. Like, that's you're paid for your time, and once that, yeah, it's head wrecking for creative people, because you might get a creative job and you put your fucking heart and soul, spending fucking weeks creating this one perfect product or something, and then someone's like, right, I'll give you fucking €10 for that, and you're like, what? Are you out of your fucking mind? Do you know how long this took? I came across a lot of like YouTubers would get hired by big firms and stuff to do their YouTube stuff, but then they wouldn't be allowed release any of their own stuff, videos at that same time, because for some reason their like company wanted all their creative output that they had, so they weren't actually allowed to create like stuff for themselves and stuff. Does that make sense? The business that they're getting paid for wanted exclusive rights to all their creativity. Which I guess to someone who's not creative would be like, yes, obviously. But man, that is disgusting. By Jesus. Anyway, just law for you, isn't it? Yeah, good old Debenhams. Does that mean I can say whatever I want about Debenhams and they're not going to sue me because they're gone? I'll wait to hear back from my lawyers before I try that one out. Alright, I think my lawyer's still out sick. Jerry Muhammad Adams. So 2,000 jobs lost anyway, and here's a quote by someone: "If I can't do anything to help, even to get these people treated with respect they deserve, not least by their employer and now by the liquidator, then what will I do?" Doherty said. Yeah, it's nothing to do with Debenhams. Like it's how things work. Like so. Like at least with Debenhams, like you have some kind of union you can protest. With most jobs, you're just like, right, we're not open today. COVID-19 is here. Good luck. And they're like, what do you want? I got rent to pay. I'm not even supposed to be in this country. or whatever. Oh man. So I don't know. Debenhams, eh? It's a shit show, but it's universal. The minister of her department said, informed by Marnet Trade Union, that does not have the power to interfere with the situation at the moment. The legislation allows me to engage with the employer, and unfortunately we are at the stage now where a High Court has appointed liquidator, and I cannot interfere with the legal process, which I would love to stick my nose in, she said. It's quote, I can rescue the workers, that the state will always be here for them, and it certainly will not let them down with regard to their statutory entitlements or the leave they have built up. Yeah, man. Did you ever talk to a lad after he was fucking let go? Fucking hard going. What you get let go for? Fucking. Yeah, it's a bit humiliating losing your job. What the fuck are you supposed to do? But anyway. There's a lot of guilt involved in all that shit, like. There's a lot of lads who can't get this. I don't know, some benefit going around anyway. It's like 300 and something a week or something. I haven't really spoken to anyone who got it. Maybe there probably are people who have it and stuff. Yeah. So you hear the argument like on the radio, like, oh, we're not. The government's paying you X amount of money to stay home, and fucking 300 something euro and dollars or whatever to stay home. And there's loads of stuff on the internet just been like, well, I never got any money off the government. This is like worldwide or whatever. Like, who are these lads getting the few bob? I don't know. There's obviously someone getting it, but not everyone. There's people in all sorts of situations. All sorts of situations. Alright, here we go. What does Reddit have for us today? Alright, here's a little bit of Russia Today. It's Russia Today. Here we go. Moscow says it was that US violated Open Skies Treaty when still willing to save pact essential to European security. Next one. We will speed you into oblivion. US nuclear. They're fighting over bombs and shit. Super. Next one. Russia. Newest radar. Grand. They got a new radar system. Grand. Dutch services battle fire at abandoned nuclear plant. So there's a bit of drama going on there. And also, Zuckerberg is watching. Pushback after Facebook says encrypted messenger chats will be shielded from harmful interactions. Facebook Messenger users have expressed unease over the platform's update, which claims to shield end-to-end encryption's chat from scammers. How exactly does it work? And that's the opposite. Oh man, Facebook chat. Oh man. I'm always scared to make fun of Facebook and stuff, but I'm glad I'm not on Facebook chat anymore. I'll leave it there. Moving on. Holidays we consider a risk to European security, but we obey. Hungary closes migrant transit zones after counting ruling. And essential oils don't work. Oh my god. Car pulled up with unresponsive kid. I tubbed him. We coded him in an hour. Never got him back. His mother stopped his asthma meds, and he was giving him essential oils from an article she read. Essential oils, quacks killed a child today, and no recourse. Let that sink in. Jeepers. So, I don't know, it's just someone giving out about dangers of homeotherapy, I guess. Kind of. Alright. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed that. It's the vegansteven podcast. Have a great one. Tickle that subscribe button. And over and out. Today's date is, it's 10:59, 52, and today's date is Friday the 22nd.